It's magic, it's magic, it's magic, it's magic, believe me, it's magic.
Hey, beautiful people. So I just wanted to come on here today and talk a little bit about what is going on out here. First and foremost, I would just like to say to all the heroin addicts that are trying to get clean and get off this stuff, you can do it, girl. Y'all got it. Y'all got it in the bag. Y'all can do it. It's just sad that I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, why once they made Suboxone and once they made Narcan and stuff like that and started getting it out there, why they changed the dope up? And what I mean by changing up the dope is it's not even heroin. I'm really shocked for people who have been shooting or using these drugs that don't know the difference. I knew when I first, I mean, like when you inject drugs, okay, you get a taste, all right? Like you get a taste in your mouth from it going into your veins, all right? I know when somebody shoots up the heroin today, they don't get that same taste in their mouth, you know, like this is heroin. Then another thing that's completely cruel and evil about what they're doing to this drug is that it does have xylidine in it. And what xylidine is a horse tranquilizer. It's not made for human beings. Which means if a human is sitting there shooting in his arm, neck, whatever, what's going to happen is it's going to stop the circulation in that area. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. They stop. All I know, it stops the blood flow in your body or wherever you're injecting. And then it causes these flesh wounds. And once you get these flesh wounds, you basically got to get amputated. Like if you have a big hole in your arm, you're going to have to get it amputated. If you get a hole in your leg, you got to get it amputated. And it's sad because these people are literally walking around and it smells like dead flesh. And they got literally limbs dying on them because they're shooting this stuff. Heroin doesn't do that to you. Heroin does not put holes in your body, stop your blood flow, none of that. It seems like to me, okay, and I thank God that I got clean when I did, because this stuff that they got on the street now, that's selling $5 a bag, not even 10, that's $5 a bag, it's fentanyl and xylidine. When you go test for this stuff, like if you take a drug test, okay, you are not testing positive for heroin or an opiate, okay? You test positive for xylidine and fentanyl. Fentanyl is not in the opiate class because it's its own class, like it's its own class drug. I don't know how to explain that, but if you look it up, fentanyl is not an opiate thing, okay? So what I'm saying is, it seems like to me, once they got a remedy for these people to get help, because a lot of addicts, the reason why they don't want to get clean is because they don't want to go through the withdrawal, okay? So they stay using and continue to use. When they found a way to help these people get off the drugs, they literally created something 10 times worse. This dope that they got on the street, you can't even withdraw off of by yourself. It is the worst. I mean, absolutely worst thing that a person can imagine what you have to go through. Fentanyl stays in your system longer than heroin. You're gonna withdraw longer. I remember when I did relapse and I was taking in my dope, okay, I noticed that, one, when I first got that bag, I'm like, wait a minute, why are they only charging $5 for these bags? Heroin used to be $10 a bag. Now it's $5. So I dump it out and get ready to use it. No, I was not shooting. Excuse me. After September 17, was the last day I shot up any drugs. But I did relapse. Like I said, guys, let me get back to it. So the dope that they have, I poured it out, getting ready to use it or whatever. Why was this stuff like gray? It looked like paint chips. Like, I couldn't even explain it. And I'm sitting there to myself like, did these people just beat me? Did they beat me for my money? Like, this isn't heroin. What the is this? Man, it was so-called dope. Okay? Like I said, they switched the whole thing up. All I know, I'm going to tell y'all my side effects and my effects that happened to me. I started blowing up. I got real big. Everything got big on me. My feet wouldn't stop swelling. My legs were swelling doing this dope, this so-called dope, okay? Pain in my back from being so heavy. Last August, I told myself, I can't do this anymore. I'm about to turn 40 years old on August 29th. I'm going to make sure I get off this stuff. There's no reason for me to be on it. I'm 40 years old. I have children, and I can't do this. I tried to get off of that stuff. I went through detox. I mean, physical detox for 9 days. What I'm trying to say is, I gotta be careful. What I'm trying to say is, it's not right that the fact that they did what they did with this dope, I don't even think they have heroin anymore. It fell off the face of the earth. That stuff that they're selling to you on the street is not heroin. Take it from my point of view. I know what heroin is, and that is not heroin. That is some made-up stuff that is going to get you where you want to be, and then you're going to be stuck there, losing your body parts on top of that. It can kill you, and you can't detox it on yourself from cold turkey. I had to take medication to get off of that. So, what I'm saying is, these kids don't know about these pills. They don't know about the drugs that they're doing today because people don't give them the knowledge that they need to know about these drugs. Doctors, number one. Doctors are number one. When I got sick with MS, they did not explain to me on how I was going to get addicted to these pills, how it could make me feel if I misused them. They gave me no information at all. They just handed me a script and said, follow the directions on it. Yeah. And if I would have done my research, and if somebody would have been in my corner to be like, yo, you shouldn't do this. Just because the doctor tell you to take some don't mean you have